Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Monday evening. Obviously, transfer window still open for another 3 hours and 5 minutes. Obviously, Chelsea play West Ham in 5 minutes as well. So plenty of football still on today. I know it's all about the transfers and things like that, but football is still on. We'll be talking about the weird old world of Axel Disasi. You know, we want him, we don't want him. We made another offer, it's been rejected. Where are we sitting with that? So we talk about that. We'll be talking about a weird old report coming out of the blue surrounding Esteve, the defender from Burnley. We're going to be talking about Radu Dragusin, and unfortunately, the worst has happened when it comes to his injury. Koa Takura, Ajayi news. There's so much to talk about, so much to get into. Let's sort of get in and talk about it. Evening, Sonia. Goaltender, Spurs, Adiz, Bazza, Dragon, Hawkeye, Ray, EZ, Steampunk. How are we all? Well, let's start with Disasi. Come on, let's just get this one out of the way, shall we? So I just can't believe I can't believe I'm having to say this, but Matt Law put out about 25 minutes ago saying that he's told Aston Villa and Tottenham are still in for Axel Disasi and trying to make something happen before the deadline. The player still clearly prefers Villa. Oh no, what a shame. But then Sammy Muckbell has come out 15 minutes ago to say Axel Disasi's proposed to move to Tottenham from Chelsea is off again. So there you go. The guy's rejected us for what feels like the 800th time this window alone. And for the 800th time, I'm really not upset by this news. I do not mind missing out on this player. Do we need centre backs? Yeah, of course. Can we do better than Disasi? Oh, hell yeah, we can. Hell yeah, we can. And 3 hours left in the window. You never know how the window's really going to end up. But right now, if I'm going to be real, I'm sitting here a little bit nervous and a little bit uneasy, thinking I think we might be done for the day. Which, if so, then the window is a complete and utter failure, in my opinion. But let's see on that, okay? Les, Caleb, Declan, random YouTube commenter, how are we all? Weird one on Disasi. It feels like Spurs have got a bit of a kink. They love getting rejected. Oh yeah, just gets me going. The guy didn't want to join us the first time around. What makes you think he wants to join us the 9th time around? And like there are quite a few defenders more suitable to Ange. There's quite a few more defenders who are better as well. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, I was seeing reports that the loan fee was going to be quite expensive as well, and I'm thinking, why are we twerking for this deal? Why are we getting all hyped for this deal? It makes no sense. So yeah, I'm glad that the deal isn't happening. I'm very glad actually. Coming to Esteve in a minute, Adiz, mate. Give us a sec. You still haven't had your squash yet. He hasn't held up the shirt, but they've been doing the media supposedly. Do you think we'll go for Guay in the summer? Probably, yeah. Tell better not do a cat. Who's Campbell? Do you mean Sol Campbell? Two very different situations. 5 mil, I heard. Yeah, I mean 5 mil for 6 months of Axel Disasi. It's that's what we call daylight robbery. Really quickly on Damola Ajayi, obviously the man that scored a goal only a few days ago. It wasn't even a week ago. Tom Barkley saying that he's been told there is a bit of late loan interest in Ajayi, who obviously scored against Elfsborg. It comes from Swansea and League One clubs, but he's not sure he'll move at this stage. Look, I mean, Swansea. Where is Swansea in the Championship table? Where are they? Let's have a look. Oh, they're 17th. They're 17th. They are down there. They are struggling. They are 7 points clear of the relegation zone as we speak. I like the idea of this move. Obviously, if you're going to get a guy regular game time, I really like this move. But I've got a bad feeling I think we're going to need him at some point this season. Obviously, Tell coming in obviously helps the idea that you shouldn't need to rely on him. But I mean, even still at the moment, he's probably still on the bench. I mean, don't get me wrong, when Slanky's back and Johnson's back and Werner's probably back, you're probably saying, yeah, he's probably not on the bench. So maybe that's why they're thinking about loaning him out. But look, if he gets a really solid loan move, I mean, look at Jamie Donnelly and Josh Keeley at Leyton Orient at the moment. Some of the stuff those two are doing down in that league is fantastic. And, as much as their manager was a bit of a plonker saying what he said, the reason why they've turned it around and listening to League One fans, one of the big reasons Leyton Orient have turned it around is Josh Keeley and Jamie Donnelly. So, a move there can really skyrocket his career. I mean, it wouldn't shock me to hear that Jamie Donnelly could be rivaling a spot in the first team squad next season. It wouldn't shock me. Now, he might get another loan move, but it wouldn't shock me. People panicking at Romero leaving. Yeah, I'm not looking at Romero leaving just yet. Seems like any further business, but I'm not opposed to having hope. Yeah, look, let's like I said, we'll always remain positive until the end of the window, but we are now just under 3 hours away. Right now, you're struggling. Really, you need to be getting players in for medicals, and Romero and Ange do have a good relationship, yes. So look, there was that on Ajayi. Obviously, the whole time I'm live, I am still refreshing Twitter and making sure I'm keeping up to date. Aston Villa have an agreement in place to sign Axel Disasi on over the rest of the season. Player is heading to Villa. That came out 2 minutes ago from Matt Law. He is not joining Tottenham. There you go. Great news. Great news. Yeah, brilliant news. Brilliant news. Disasi's definitely not happening. Even good to see you again. Have I missed the customary summer fruits tip to the cat? You haven't. I'm there. There you are, bud. Right here. It's an open bottle this time. Look, with Disasi, let's move on to sense back news because Radu Dragusin, the worst situation has happened in a situation where I've got to commend him because the guy jumped up and down with a good leap on that knee and moved with it and ran with it. Radu Dragusin has ruptured his anterior cruciate ligament. He is going to be done really now for 9 to 12 months. Obviously, you with top flight, I mean, round the clock care. Obviously, he's going to get a private surgery. He'll have obviously the club physios and doctors looking after him. Maybe his recovery is closer to 9 months than it is 12, but you are still looking at, even if it's 9 months, you're looking at a guy that's back in November, December time. He could be back this time next year. So look, I'm gutted for him. I really am. I mean, the fact that he can jump up and down and run on it, it means he's an absolute machine. And he doesn't feel enough pain because when I did mine, I was on the floor. I crumbled to the floor and I was in agony. I shouted when it happened. I screamed when it happened. He bounced around on one leg, spun around, got up, moved, jumped on it, ran around on it, which is mind-boggling. I couldn't walk on it. I couldn't put any pressure on it. So the fact that he could walk on it, maybe he's only done a small tear, but by the sounds of things, he's probably done. Hopefully not as bad because mine was a complete rupture. So hopefully it's only a small rupture and it's not as bad. But mine was a complete rupture. It was as much damage you could do to the ACL, I did. So absolute monster. Fair play to him, and I hope he comes back better than ever because he's a young guy as well. And we look at these players as indestructible. There's a lot of abuse that goes around with footballers and things like that. I even saw our own fans giving him abuse about his ACL. And if you are one of those people, have a word with yourself. You might be unhappy in your own life, and I totally get that, but you don't project that onto another human being. He is still a human being at the end of the day. Regardless of his occupation as a footballer, he's still a human being. And, I really do hope he comes back as better than he could possibly be. He seems like a good dude. He seems like a good character, nice guy. And, it's not been a great time for him at Spurs so far. And I hope that he comes back healthy. I mean, look, he's out till really around this time next year. So It's a long time, and it's a lot on your mental capacity to be out injured for that long. So hopefully he comes back soon. Ren, how you been? How you been? You get back to next year, that's for sure. I don't know if there's three types or not. All I know is I did as much damage as you could possibly imagine to your ACL. And yeah, it's not fun. It's a lot of pain. Mr. M, how are you, mate? Let's talk about the news surrounding Esteve, Maxim Esteve, the Burnley centre back that's supposedly from L'Equipe saying that Spurs had sent an offer of £20 million. Burnley have asked for 30, and then a Burnley reporter's come out and said that this isn't true. Okay, now I asked a friend who's quite he supports a football team in the championship, and they'd recently played Burnley, so I thought, oh, okay, I'll ask him. And I said, is he any good? He said it's hard to judge. Easy to look good when you play a back seven. There's a reason Burnley have 10 nil-nil draws. He's good defensively. They're good defensively, but never risk attacking. And he said he wouldn't take him over his own centre backs at Leeds, which I found interesting. And I said, is he good with the ball? He said they pass loads with no real importance. So he can't say whether he's just passing to left back and centre back or he's pinging them about and strikers and wingers are just crap. But supposedly good with the ball, athletic enough for sure, but apparently he's crap in the air. And I said, well, Archie Gay's pretty good at those things. So there you go. But look, if it's not true, you have to question what it is that we're doing centre back wise. Because let's be honest, we've been at the centre back market now for a little while. So yes. Sorry, I was just reading something. I think a lot of ITKs are saying that the Esteve deal definitely won't be happening. So there you go. So it's a non-starter. But I thought I'd bring it in, get rid of it, move on. Easy how easy you can rip your ACO, just kick the ball and not even challenge. Yeah, I did mine by kicking the ball as well. I wasn't touched, I wasn't pushed. It was a non-contact injury, and normally when a player goes down non-contact, you fear the absolute worst. It's actually ironic when you get contact, you don't fear, even if it looks gruesome, you don't fear as much. Whereas non-contact, when it looks nonchalant, you're like, yeah, there's probably something there. And I definitely thought he had done sun damage. The fact he's done an ACL and then been able to move around in it like that, it gives you hope that it's not a complete rupture, and that's the key thing. Yeah, we'll see about Phillips come summertime. Koitakura flavoured news. Fabrizio saying that Spurs are still very interested in Itakura, but it's difficult to do as much in Gladbach. We need to find a replacement. That's all right, lads. We only linked him at the start of the window. So about a month ago, we were linked to him. We could have done something there. But no. Let's not do it when it's obvious to do it. Let's do it right at the end, and then we can pretend that we weren't trying, It's just, if we're keen on him, just get him early doors. Why would we leave it right to the end to try and do something? We're trying to save 2 million or something, were we? Just, I don't get it. What's the point in the loan deal with Tell if no option to buy? Well, we need a player now. He's solid. We also, you got to be in it to win. He if does well and like Spurs, he might kick about. Landing on a slope a little, yeah, not helpful. Cheeky Boss asked Fab about an alternative option to Disasi and answer with on a live stream. Well, good on you, Caleb. I mean, you got to get the answer somehow, and sometimes you got to go and ask the man yourself. So fair play to you, mate. I don't see it happening personally, especially not with like the fact that he's also in a different country and things like that. Do you know what? I'm going to be real. I'm going to be very real with all of you. I think we're done for the window. I think we're done. There's talk of getting 2 today. Um, Obviously, we lose a centre half. We only bring 1 in, so we're going short again. What's that? The 4th window in a row now? Yeah, so 4 windows in a row. We have finished whilst being short at centre back. It's like they get a kink out of it. Oh, we're down more injuries at centre back again. Oh, I love it. Oh, lovely. Oh, I love annoying all the Spurs fans. You know, we needed to come out of this window. Yeah, we needed to come out of this window with 2 centre backs. That because Radu got injured. Without Radu getting injured, I said we needed at least 1. So Radu's gone for the rest of this season, plus half of next season, and we're not adding another one in. That's why I said I think this window would be an abject failure. I mean, the fact it's taken so long to do some of these deals, you know, when we look at it, you lose Radu, you add in Danso, you you kind of look at it and go, something's Ben Davies is now the backup left back as well as the backup centre back, or is now Spence the backup left back and backup right back, or is Archie Gray the backup right back and Spence is the backup left back? It's like, how about you get a centre half? This is a wild idea, right? Wild. Like, listen to this. You're going to be sitting there going, "What, Andy? You're crazy." You get a centre back, right? So then you get the left back who's having to play centre back at the moment to go and play left back as a rotation option. And then the left back at the moment, when the other left back gets fit, he can go be right back and rotational option with the other one. No, Spurs, we couldn't do that. With that in mind, Andy, what's your rating right now if we get an extra centre back? Well, it depends on the extra centre back, because if it's something like Disasi, it's only going to bring the rating down. Obviously, we're not getting him now. So I don't really know. I mean, look, Premier Side has still said Spurs are still hoping to bring in a defender before the end of the window. Dragusin's ACL injury only accelerated their pursuit. Well, you could tell he was not going to be gone for a month, were you? You could tell he was going to be gone for at least a few months. I said a jarred knee, and that was being nice about it. But, it's only accelerated it. I love that term. Obviously it's not them, it's on them. But look, they need to be getting someone else in. They really do. We want so many defenders. It's because we need so many. I mean, at the moment, your backup left back it's back to being Ben Davies now, thankfully. And then Archie Gray's the backup centre back, because obviously, actually no, he's not. Is it? I don't know. He might be. Yeah, he might be. Yeah, Archie Gray, a central midfield, 18-year-old central midfield, might be the backup centre back at the moment. That's not on. That's not on. Do you think the emergency star recall? Vuskovic can't come back yet. He can only join in the summer. He's technically a Spurs player, but cannot join officially until the summer. Phillips, they aren't going to bring back. They'll keep at Stoke because it's better for his development. So, yeah. Look, I don't know what they're going to do. I'm fascinated by it. But all I'm going to say is they've not got long now. They've got 2 hours and 45 minutes. I don't think I'm going to be very confident about it, but we'll go see. They're not going to get Guay now, not with this amount of time left. This is the issue. You're going to leave no team time to replace that player. You might have left it too late. Apparently, Tanganga's linked with a move within the championship for 12 mil. I think we need one defender, one right winger, and one midfielder. Be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be nice, wouldn't it? So let's just see. Obviously, if something is to happen, we will go live. If it doesn't, then we won't. And you won't see me. So hopefully you do see me. It means we've done some business. So keep your bell notifications on. So when I do go live, you go, oh, look, Andy's live. I think I'll join that. All right. So be a legend for that. And we'll sort of see a few more comments. All you have to do is get the paperwork in, I guess. Yeah, but it's medicals and things like that. It's not as straightforward at this rate. We will have to ask Leddy King to come out of retirement. I thought we needed a right wing. Oh, we need so many players, Patrick, but we'll just sort of see. Let's just see how it goes. Dawson return. He's too far. He's too much being in Levy's box at the moment, mate. He's too much in Levy's box. Anyway, let's see what happens, and I'll speak to you all soon, depending on what happens. Take care, everyone. Peace.